I got my CTS, my Certified Technology Specialist. What's it? Fuck, I can't even think about it. My award.
So that's how. What led you?
Kind of, not really.
That was like
Just let it roll it, dog. You rolling? Okay, cool. Yeah. No, yeah, but before my job, before, like all my 20s and like half my 30s, I was like an AV tech, like low voltage. I used to install projectors in schools and like theaters and speakers, microphones, everything technology-wise for school K through 12 up and down the East Coast.
What?
Yeah, I used to install projectors for and I used to work. Here's a story for you off rip. When I used to already know Cliff, which we'll get into in a little bit. I used to pull up whenever I would work on the east side of Atlanta, close to Cliff's house. I would pull up in my work clothes, my shirt tucked in and everything, my polo. I had a van with ladders and shit, right? Which comes in clutch. No, but I would every time I was on the east side, I would always have my camera with me, and I would go to Cliff's, and I'd call me, yo, I'm in Lithonia, I'm in Stone Mountain, I'm in Decatur. He's like, pull up, and I would pull up, and they'd just be kicking it. Riding bikes, smoking, just chilling, hanging out like on a Wednesday. And I was in my work clothes, working, and I remember I was like, well, I gotta go to work, y'all. And they, man, just stay, I gotta go to work, y'all, because I used to work second shift when the schools were out. So I would go around 12, 11, and then around 1, 2, I'd go to work. Right. And they would like, just stay. And Cliff would always like, on the way out, like, all right, well, I gotta go, like, stay, like, no, I gotta go, y'all, bye. Shake everybody's hands. Yeah. And I would leave, and every time I would be in the van, Cliff would come up. He's like, man, go to work. Go to work, bro. He's like, you ain't missing shit.
You ain't missing shit.
You ain't missing shit. Go to work, bro. Get your fucking bread, bro. I was like, yeah, but I really want to I want to get out of that shit. He's like, you know what, bro? He's like, you don't know when. You don't know when, bro. You'll know when it's time to quit and when shit's gonna take off, bro. Just keep playing your part, bro. You good. You good. He said, you just go work, man. Do what you gotta do. Go, bro. You ain't missing shit, bro. Do what you gotta do. And I would go, and we still talk about that to this day. Dope. Where he was just like, don't feel bad, bro. Just do what you gotta do. Handle your shit. Like, don't worry about nothing, bro. You ain't missing shit.
It's good to have that friend around.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's good to have
those ones.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like always real on and off the bikes.
Right.
So I would go and take pictures of them and shit, and then I'll post them and like, damn, they outside. Like, no, that was me like 45 minutes before I had to go to work. Right.
Nah, that's dope. Dope.
But the people don't know that. Yeah. They would just say, oh, he's outside. Because social media, everybody thinks it's real.
So was it after that? I mean, was it during that time that the cameras, photography and everything made you be like, I'm getting some traction. I could leave the job alone. Like, what made you officially quit the 9 to 5 and get an entrepreneurial lifestyle a shot?
Well, the whole time that I was shooting, the whole time I was shooting in my 20s. Like,
you knew that was a goal of yours.
I loved shooting. I loved everything about it. But like, there's two things really kicked it off. One, when my oldest daughter, I already had point and shoots, like little pieces, like Walmart cameras. Right. But I always took pictures here and there. Right. But like when my oldest daughter turned 1, I was working, doing A&V work, and one of the guys that I worked with was into photography. And he would be like, I take pictures on the weekend. He would show me his photos. Like, oh, you're cool. I hired him to come take pictures at my daughter's birthday. I would just like cover the van, me and my wife, cutting the cake, shit like that. Like, he covered the pictures, yeah. And at the end of the day, like a week, 2 weeks later, whatever, I think I paid him like $150, 140, 160, somewhere around there, I can't remember. But when he sent me the pictures, we were looking at them, and they were cool. They weren't bad. Right. But I looked at them, and in my mind, off rip, I was like, I could have done this shit. I could have probably done better than this.
Because you was already familiar with
cameras. Yeah, I was already taking pictures. I was like, I could have done this shit. I could have done this. And I just paid them $150. Like, someone could have paid me $150. That's how I was thinking. Right. That's how I was thinking in my head. Yeah. And then after that, like, I really, like, then I you geek out over this shit, and you start looking at lenses and cameras and how fast they shoot and all this, how many focus points, and all that stuff. Yeah, you figure all that shit out, you get obsessed with it, but that was one of the pushing, when it pushed me, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's when it was like, man, I can do this.
Right.
I can do this.
Right.
Yeah.
But was it Bike Life? Was the first thing, or was it like weddings or something else?
No.
Like,
When I first started taking pictures, of course my kids.
right.
So after my daughter turned 1,
Mm-hmm.
I went and got I got rid of the point and shoots, and then I went to Best Buy and I bought a Canon T3i with the 18 to 55 kit lens from Best Buy. I put it on my Best Buy credit card. It was like $900, $1,000, which I thought was
Crazy.
a lot. Damn. But you know what? I put it on on my Best Buy credit card and fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
I thought I bought a 50 millimeter 1.8, and I blurred out the background. Oh, it was on. I was the shit. You couldn't stop me.
Filter.
Yeah, the filters. Yeah, I did all that shit. Yeah. Saturation, clarity, I did all that shit.
I know it.
But so I was my nephew Nathan was in competitive baseball. Like they would go to like the Little League World Series in Pennsylvania. Right. He was really good, and I would go. My brother would invite me to their games, so I would bring my camera, and I would be out there with my T3i just shooting my life away, you know? So I started shooting my kids first, my daughter, first of all. I practiced on her like crazy. I just let her play, and like, man, not working. I go to YouTube, how do I get photos to not be blurry, you know, faster shutter speed, what the fuck shutter?
YouTube University.
You know, so I did all that, and like, no, I just kept doing it. Fucking LL Cool J. No, and then I did that for a while, and then baseball, and then all my cousins, my family's from California, from LA, they're in the lowriders. The lowriding scene started coming up in Georgia, and they would have lowrider car shows.
And you would shoot that.
And I would go with my cousins, and I would shoot the lowrider shows, and really, not to talk shit, but I was like one of the only ones out there, the lowrider, like the Mexican community in Georgia, covering the lowrider events. So I was out there just shooting the cars like crazy. You know, some of the homies were like, everybody's a fucking rapper.
So you gotta get a few rappers.
So rappers. And then I have a homie named Wire who was in like shooting abandoned buildings.
I think I seen him on your page years ago.
He's my homie before cameras. We were friends, but then he's really, I don't know, he's kind of crazy, but he shoots like he was shooting at the time. He was shooting all the abandoned buildings in Atlanta, all of them. He knew where all of them were. I don't know how. He knew where all the bandos were
and get access.
We would jump in the windows and whatever, and then he would always get us in. He knew how.
I got a homie in New York named Fresh that do that. He hit every abandoned insane asylum, prisons, just to take photos and shit. You know what I'm saying?
And I bet you my homie Wire went to those too, because he travels do that. Back then he would go to all the cities just to travel, shoot bandos and shit. And he would like, come with me. I was like,
that's not your shot.
Nah, like it's cool. I like it. And it's really cool for photo shoots and shit like that, right? Because it's creepy and it's real, and the lights that come in is really cool. I was like, not to sound like a dick, but like if I go to the city, I want to see some like nice stuff. I want to eat. Like I want to see some nice shit once in a while, not just go to the worst parts and try to get arrested for breaking into buildings that are abandoned. Right. That just wasn't my thing, but it was cool as shit though.
But then you ended up shooting bikes and running from police.
That's a whole different world.
Right, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
Yeah. Speaking of that world, what would you say is the year that you officially knew Bike Life was a sustainable culture to shoot in? Like, oh, this is what I'm going to be shooting.
The first time I got into Bike Life, when I first realized that like Bike Life existed was before I saw it in person. You know, I used to watch 12 O'Clock Boys.
Everybody. 12 O'Clock Boys is synonymous with everybody.
Yeah, all that shit, and all the Baltimore videos, New York videos. I would see, Rough Riders. Just everything that was on YouTube was like, what the fuck is that? Because I was already riding four-wheelers, but I would ride, because I'm like North Atlanta, like in the sticks, and so we would ride dirt trails, mudding, four-wheeling, some redneck shit. We'd grab some brews, put them in the automatic four-wheel drive. Let's go have a good time type shit. Let's go bury these bitches. Right. So I was doing all that. Excuse me. I was doing all that before I ran into Bike Life. But I would watch all the videos on YouTube and, just like everybody else. It pops up and you click on it and then You scroll down, there's 2 more, and then you click on those.
Yeah.
And then you look at another one, and just fucking...
And it soaks you up.
Yeah, it's a fucking...
That's the same way it was for me.
Yeah, it's a fucking... It's just
That's the same way for me.
What's the word I'm looking for? It's like when you go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
I went down the rabbit hole on YouTube.
Hole.
I was sitting there, what the fuck is
Around
this?
what year would you say
that was? 2012.
Okay.
2012, 2013.
So for me, it was 2013. I'm gonna tell you how I got put on to Bike Life. I got put on in '99, Rough Rider era. You know, that was the official, introduction to the culture of it. I was born with an RM80 in my garage. Like my uncle had one, so I grew up listening to stories about my uncle and auntie running from police on the RM80 in 1982. Yeah. So it's like I knew about bikes and dirt bikes, but the culture of it was DMX and Rough Riders.
Yeah, yeah,
right,
of course.
And then I would say I got introduced officially in 2013. I had just came home from my last bid, and my next door neighbor, dude, he was on YouTube, and it was this dude from Connecticut. I never seen him again. Like he was the illest rider I had ever seen in my life. His name was Lolo NHR. Yeah. And I'm watching this. It's 2013. I've been home for like 30 days, right? This is February around, right? And I'm looking at this video on YouTube. Now I've been riding dirt bikes and 4-wheelers for years, but I never seen swerving. Yeah. So I'm looking at this video and he got no shirt on and he just swerving. Like I mean them snapping swerves. Yeah. Right?
It blows your mind.
Blows your mind. Yeah. I went down a rabbit hole like you. Next video. Lord Dev. Then I seen Dirt Bike Rail, and then so it was over. So now I'm already a rider. So now I'm like, I just got my first Instagram page. I just now downloaded Instagram. So now, this new culture, the social media bike life was brand new to me. And I felt like, I got to create a business in this. Because it's like, I was home from I felt like I was in like a desperate state. Like I can't go back to the streets. So it's like, I love bikes. I gotta find something. I read so much shit that said, do what you love and you'll never, it'll never be work. All them. So I said, you know what? I love this bike shit. Let me try something in bikes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then that was my introduction to the culture, post social media era, like very similar to yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just went down the rabbit hole, man.
And then you found your niche, like in the rabbit hole. Like it came organically, nothing forced. There was nobody there. There was nobody in your space. Because I could say this: when I first saw you, you probably came across my timeline, and I'm almost certain it was Cliff. It was some photos of him. And I followed, and I'm like, this dude, you capturing Atlanta bike life. So it's like I'm not familiar with no other culture bike life except Northeast.
Yep.
So
me too.
Yeah,
I was the same way.
And then you built up Atlanta. You helped build it up. You know what I'm saying? You watched it grow from little to nothing, and then you.
I mean, I wasn't the first, but it was already there when I got there. But
no, I'm saying
I didn't know it was
as a photographer.
Yeah.
You were the first. There wasn't no photographers in Atlanta that was known as bike life photographers. Yeah. Right? So you created a lane. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You created a lane. You created something that other people saw, what's the word I'm looking for? They saw interest in it. They saw possible financial gain in it, and other people started getting in it. Yeah. And after I saw you, I started seeing, people from New York filming and shooting jet they started, not to say everybody was biting you, but I feel like, anybody that's the first to do something, it's always gonna be like, you're now the standard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I completely
but I feel like, it's in a healthy way. You created an industry of people that help progress the sport, progress the culture. It's like you stepped on, you stamped it.
When I first started shooting, like I didn't know anybody was really shooting it, right? Like I would see the videos on YouTube, but I didn't see nobody like doing the photos and shit like that. Right. And I ran into Jay Michaels, which was Leaky's photographer.
And I always tell him, why you stop shooting, bro?
That dude's a fucking monster.
Man,
monster.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? He was like, all right, so two people that really like kind of like took me under the wings and like kind of showed me the ropes and like motivated the fuck out of me was A Butter.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
Hey,
dude.
Butter from the Bronx.
That dude right there.
Fire.
I think he probably has the dopest editing technical bike life videos.
That's my favorite.
He is the shit.
Cinematic.
Bro. He is a fucking genius, bro.
Yeah.
Like I talked to him,
agree.
and he knows his shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like he knows what the fuck he's doing. He picked me up from the airport the first time I was in New York. He introduced me to Benetton, K Miles.
Wow, that was the era when K was outside.
K Miles was K Towns.
Yes, yeah.
If you remember, K Miles was K Towns. And then Daggle was out there. The Turn It Up.
Queens. Yeah.
Turn It Up was out there.
TIU was out there.
I saw what really got me. I ran into Lean in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And he went to New York for the BQE
ride out. Yep.
And I saw that he posted a video, and I went down the rabbit hole. I went and clicked on it, and it was, my mind was fucking blown. It was like a whole nother level of just like, what the fuck is this? You know?
Right.
And I was like, who is that guy in the orange dirt bike with the 718 on there?
Right.
Well, who is that guy right there? And who's the guy with the green four-wheel? I didn't even know I don't know what a KX.
What kind of four-wheel?
Yeah, I know the green one.
Right.
I was like, I don't know what a KX was. A YFZ. I couldn't tell the difference between a YFZ and a 700. I didn't know what two-stroke, four-stroke. Like I just knew I knew one was loud and threw smoke, and the other one, the YFZ was wider, but that one was taller, looked like a B.
Right.
You know, like I could tell the difference, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But there was a guy on an orange bike. And a guy on a green four-wheeler. And I think his name Ramillo. I can't remember what his name was on the four-wheeler.
Ramilio.
Yep. Ramilio Bike Star or something like that. And guess who the guy on the orange dirt bike was?
Leaky.
Fucking Leaky.
Yep.
And I was like,
718 on it.
718. Fucking New York, man.
Yep.
Yes.
Orange wheels.
And that was like the first time I saw like a bike customized, like on the graphic.
Right.
I was like, who is that dude? Who the fuck is that? And Lean's like, yo, that's my homie from New York, Leaky. I went to his page. I was like, yo, who the fuck is this guy?
Motherfucker was something else.
Yeah, I was like, that guy's out of this world, bro.
Yeah.
And but I got introduced because of Lean, put me on that shit, and Jay Michaels and then Leaky was dropping photos.
Right.
With Jay Michaels, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. I love panning shots, and that's when you do a slow shutter speed, but you focus on your subject, but the rest is blurry.
Okay.
So like if I'm shooting the person, and it's focusing on them, but the background is very blurry.
Like a bokeh effect.
Yes,
okay.
Well, kind of, yeah, but it's very blurry. Like everything's really lined up.
It's like that. The lights are almost like a line.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'll admit it, bro. I didn't know how to do that, and I hit up Jay Michaels on the DM because he was doing that shit, and I was like, "Yo, this is insane." He was taking pictures of Leaky doing it?
Right.
I was like, "How'd you do that?" And off rip, yeah, dude, just turn your shutter speed really low, put your focus point right in the middle. And I was like, yeah, but like, what are your settings type shit? Like, I didn't know.
Right.
I mean, I can't remember the exact.
Sauce.
He didn't hold shit back. He told me how to do everything, bro. Guess what?
Out.
That's fucking. That was like, I don't know, during the weekday. What are you guys doing this Sunday? Let's come out. I want to try something.
Right.
I was so excited.
Shout out to Jay Michaels.
Shout out to Jay Michaels. That dude.
That's not gatekeeping right there. That's how you get a sauce.
If it wasn't for Jay Michaels, I probably wouldn't be as inspired as I was when that shit was going off. I didn't know how to do most of the shit, and he inspired me. Like, I saw his photos, like, holy shit, this guy is fucking nasty. Who is this guy?
Right.
And then you reach out to him, and he replies and tells you, gives you all the sauce.
Yeah. Dope.
Come on, bro. That was
on that
dope.
note right there, I wanna introduce this show, Bike Life Business, because this is what this show is for. It's to showcase Bike Life Business. It's to give the game to the next generation of kids, adults in the game, and show them the different mediums of making money in this sport, in this culture. He just told us that a photographer from Queens, hundreds of miles away, that he didn't know, gave him the formula to his style of photography with no problem.
No.
And that's something
And
that
he had never met me?
He didn't. Yeah, he had never met him, and that's something that I think a lot of us need to get into is giving out as much information as possible because information is empowering, and I feel like this episode right here, this being my first episode with SIG, is so important because I feel like SIG is what I call a cultural staple, meaning that the culture wouldn't be the same if he didn't exist in it. That's when you're a cultural staple. And what he brings to the culture is not just, photography, but progression. Everything he does, A Butter, J Michael, Mr. Business, Yellow, whoever it is that's holding one of these cameras, they are more important than a dude riding because riders come, it's a new rider every week. You go on Instagram, it's a new rider every week. Not everybody is going to go and invest thousands of dollars into a piece of equipment and risk breaking it or losing it in a ride out. So I feel like, I wanted to start this off by just letting y'all know that what SIG just said was very, very important and setting a standard for how to operate with each other. We need to operate with each other in more, with more camaraderie. Like we actually care about each other's, progressing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like, Bike Life is missing because, we this close to becoming a real industry. If y'all notice, the major brands is, they come through and they, for lack of better words, they come through and whore us out. They give us a couple dollars. They take this picture, wear this, stand right here. They go, blow their campaign up, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's that. From J. Crew to Ethica to Jordan to you name it. And it's dudes like SIG, it's dudes like me, it's dudes like Mr. Business, it's dudes like A Butter, who hasn't been filming in Bike Life for a while. We need you back. We need you to come back outside.
Definitely need him back.
It's dudes that's like trying to progress the culture outside of just progressing their pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because I be wanting to ask you, in fact, I'll ask you now, what other mediums do you shoot outside of Bike Life? Like, is Bike Life your main thing?
Well, to me, like my main thing is like I guess like my title, my my job.
Right. What's your job? What's your job? Like, what's your main medium? Is it Bike Life or is it?
I'm a commercial photographer. I may not
photographer.
I'm a commercial photographer, lifestyle brand photographer, lifestyle action photographer.
So, like, would that be like a brand like Canon say, "Yo, we want to shoot a commercial"? They call somebody like you.
I hope they do, but they should. I would love to. I'll take it. But no, I've been blessed enough to have a good team around me. My homies put me in play with a lot of really good jobs. I've been blessed enough.
Who you shot for? Like
I shot for Nike, Puma, Reebok.
Nice.
We did a BMW job.
Nice.
Lids, Foot Locker, Cookies Clothing, Adidas. Just a lot of big different brands and stuff.
Hold on. You brought up Adidas. You brought Adidas to Bike Life.
Yes.
In Atlanta.
Yes.
And y'all got a billboard.
Yes, we had the biggest billboard in Atlanta.
The biggest billboard in Atlanta.
Yeah, we had it, and it was
Adidas.
Yes, Adidas.
That shit was so major, bro. Bro,
let me tell you something.
That was so major.
I posted. I put this on my IG, and sometimes I get emotional because it means a lot to me. But I took my kids to see their dad on this billboard, right? And it was like, I thought about it. I was like being on a billboard is fucking cool. It's amazing. I can imagine seeing yourself up there with your homies and something that you've been working your ass off for, and it's there, bro. But having your kids, showing your kids the billboard, it's just like you're floating, bro. It doesn't, it feels surreal. So great. And let me tell you a story, not to be an asshole or nothing, but real quick. We were at the billboard. I took them to the billboard, downtown Atlanta. I had all my $3 and my wife, and we were looking at the billboard. And And it's so crazy how things happen, bro. We were right there just watching, and somebody in a car passed by, and they stopped right in front of us. And he like put his head out the car. He's like, "Yo, what up, Sig?" Like, "Yo, what up, man? How you do?" He's like, "Alright, man." He's like, "I see you, big dog. I see you. Like, I see you, big money." I'm like, "Nah, bro." You know, something along those lines.
Had to be.
You know, so hold up. That was cool, right?
Uh-huh.
So he took off. And then my daughter was like, "Who was that?" I was like, "I don't even know. You know, I don't know." Trip on this. Like the billboard was up, and under the billboard's a restaurant, like a lounge, whatever. We were leaving as we were walking away because there was two billboards. The biggest billboard, and then a block away, it was a electrical billboard, like a digital display, and it was playing the video. So we're like, "All right, let's go down the street to see the other." So that was just a picture on the other block behind.
So wait, they had a paper billboard.
No, it was a digital.
And then digital. Oh, a digital.
No, it was
billboard.
a digital billboard.
Okay.
And then on the around the corner, they had a billboard, but it was a wraparound billboard.
Right.
So they were playing the video on there.
Oh.
So when we were
That was
done, the
dope.
guy said, "What's up?" We were walking away. We're going to the street, across the street, to the corner, to cross the street. Some guy and this girl walking out the restaurant. And they're like, "What up, Sig?" And I was like, "Oh, what's up, dog? How you?" He's like, "Where the bikes at?" I was like,
Real
"You know,
celebrity.
I'm just, yeah, no, not really, but I was just walking, whatever, cool." And then we were leaving. We went to the other billboard. We went to the other billboard, and then we were watching it. And then on the way back to the car, another person in the car was at another light, and they were honking. And I was like, "Oh, come on, guys, hurry! Cross the street." And it was like, "Yo, what up, Sig?" I was like, "What up, man? How you, baby?" But I actually knew him. I said, "What's up?" to him, and we kept walking.
Right.
And then my daughter, on the way, we got some pizza, something like a block away, and we were walking. And my oldest daughter, she looked at me and she didn't call me Papi. Like, "Papi, like, are you famous, Papi?" And I was like,
shit.
I just was like, "No,
Oh, man.
I'm not. No, I'm your dad."
Right.
I'm like, "No,
Right.
I'm your Papi.
I'm your dad.
I'm not famous. I'm your dad."
Right.
You know, and then we just kept walking. But that little fucking 35 minutes right there.
That was that.
To me,
was
I mean,
major.
God, it was worth every chase. It was worth everything. All the arguments, all the sacrifices,
Yeah.
that shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's it.
What
That's what we do it
That's
for.
what you build up, and then you hope happens one day, and then it does, and when it's happening, it's just like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like you're floating. It's like it's not real almost. It's fucking. It's really cool. It's like everything you did is like paid off, and
Right.
you know.
So
it's
would
really
you
cool.
say that the risk is worth it of filming in bike life compared to like if you're doing commercial photography?
Yeah.
Meaning,
You
I
know,
know that the
it's sad.
majority of the photography you do in bike life is charity work. I just know that for a fact. 99% of it. So,
much.
if you are a commercial photographer, what's the risk? Is the risk worth it?
To me, yeah, obviously.
Are you that
To
much
me,
of a
obviously.
thrill seeker? Or
I think so. Yeah.
That's what it is.
I love that
like,
shit, bro.
Yeah,
I like being scared, like like
Right.
that fucking pit.
that's your adrenaline.
Yeah, like
hit.
I need that shit to keep it going, you know?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. It's weird, bro.
Right.
And unless you're actually like really doing what you really, really want to do,
Right.
you're not gonna know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, obviously, obviously it's rewarding for me. I love it.
Okay.
I love the whole everything. I
Right.
like when we're all together.
So
I
let me-
like when I take a picture, bro. My favorite part, like I'll take a picture. Right, we'll be in the pack, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll take a picture, whatever."
Right.
And then we stop at the gas station, and I'll look at the person, and I'll be like, I always got like a little joke, like, "Bro, what the fuck was that?" You know,
Right.
that one.
That was
You know?
you did it. Yeah.
You always like, yeah. And then we get together, and I'm like, "Look, bro," and I'll show it to him. I love like the fist over the mouth, like.
Right.
That right there, like, ooh, I'm about to just
I've
wait.
seen it.
I'm
I've
about-
seen it in the pack. I
and-
watched you do it.
And then I'm like, just wait till I edit this bitch. So from there to when I edit it, I'm like, oh my God, look at this picture. And then it comes out, and then I transfer it to my phone, like, oh, I might need to post this. And
Right.
like that whole thing.
What's your process like? Like filming a ride out with 200 bikes, 300
Yeah.
plus bikes, right? You taking
Probably
pictures.
more.
More than that. Plenty of ride outs that
Yeah.
spend more than that.
Yeah.
I'm just giving the average, right?
Yeah.
Let's use GVO 24. Let's just say you're in a 300 pack. You ride, average ride out is 2 hours. Let's
Yeah.
just minimum 2
Yeah.
hours. Minimum. You shooting at least how many exposures?
Ooh,
What would you say is
it
the average amount of exposures?
If I want to do panning shots, it just depends, but roughly like no less than 2,000.
In one ride out.
Yeah, in one day.
So now how?
It goes from 2 to like 6,000. It just depends, bro. Because I'm snapping my life away. My camera shoots up to 14, up to 20 frames per second, depending on how I want to set it up.
Okay.
So sometimes I'll just fucking let it rip like, and just, and
you have to go through all 6,000 shots.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, you got to blaze through everything.
I've been doing it.
You have a process.
I know which ones.
Okay.
I know where to look in my timeline of photos or write-outs.
Okay.
For example, I pulled up on Leaky.
Okay.
And we're going through Times Square. Let's say we ride through New York and we ride through Times Square. I'm gonna go straight to the Times Square segment in my memory card. And I'll go through that little phase and I'll find that one that really hit, where everything's fucking lined up and I really like it, the sharp one.
Right.
Okay, cool. And then, boom, Leaky. I put that one to the side. And then I go to, let's say I ran into Tegel. And I don't remember the streets and but there was a red building. I remember shit, you know, because I'm always looking.
Right.
And I always try
situational awareness.
So, or for example, here's a perfect example. I was in Puerto Rico with No Face.
Okay.
And he has a red Banshee. And he was wearing a red helmet, red shirt. And we passed by a red building. And I was with the guy I was with. I was like, oh my God, get to the left, get to the left, get to the left. And I try to line him up with the red building right next to it. And I remember, and I'll take it, and I know when I get it, because my fucking focus points light up perfect, my shutter speed's fast, everything's perfect. And I remember, so now when I go to my memory card, I know that the red bike with the red shirt, with the red helmet, and the red building. And I look for that little segment in my memory card because I put them all up on my computer, and I just scroll down, and they all load up. I'm like, no red, keep going.
Right.
There's a red section. Then I'll go to like those 10, open it, make it big. Like, no, next one. This one's, oh yeah, this is it right here. Put that one to the side. And then I remember another guy did a crazy swerve on the freeway. I go down and I look for that little segment.
So each photo is a process.
Oh yeah,
each
definitely.
Individual photo.
Definitely, yeah.
So when you send somebody a photo, like yo, here.
I
was time.
I put in work, yeah.
On that free photo.
A SIG pic takes a while. It's not just like, oh, here you go. Like I gotta do a lot to it.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
I could imagine.
Definitely. And sometimes I feel bad because a lot of people want a picture, but like it takes a long time.
Right.
And I have 6,000 photos to go through, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a long time. It definitely does. It's a lot of work.
Right.
Definitely a lot of work.
What would you say is the craziest shit you seen in a ride out, like that you captured?
Crazy, is it good or bad?
Bad.
I've seen.
Because I know good is all kind of.
Yeah, I've seen falls, bro.
I'm talking about that you captured, like
that I've captured. I see
captured. I know you've seen with your eyes some shit. I'm talking about photos you've captured with some.
You know what, man? I really like I took I call it the cop photo in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that was iconic. I thought you was gonna say that. I was wondering if that was what I asked you that for.
That's probably my favorite photo of Bike Life.
Yeah,
and it's not trying to like get likes or be like, oh, he's getting arrested. Look how crazy. No,
right, no.
The whole
but
moment,
it speaks to the culture.
The whole moment that happened was out of this world. It was crazy.
Right.
I was scared. I was nervous, but I was like, I need to get this shit.
Right.
I jumped off. We were riding in the pack.
You was riding?
Yes, I jumped off.
Okay.
My 4-wheeler.
To get that shot?
Yes, I ran on the sidewalk, and when I was running to the sidewalk, I had my camera, and I pulled it up, and that's when the guy pulled the gun. People don't know that, but he was like, hey, back the fuck up, back up. Because I don't know, I just pulled up to the sidewalk, and he probably, I don't know, maybe he thought it was something else. I don't know.
This is Atlanta PD?
Yeah, okay. Definitely. He pulled out his gun, and I didn't even try to frame him, I was just trying to focus on the cop. It focused on him perfectly, but my aperture was like at 5, so it was kind of, everything was in focus somewhat. And that's photography talk.
Yeah, but no, they need to hear this photography talk, though.
No, but like the guy getting arrested, and the cop was behind him with his knee, like like just arresting him, and then the other cop had his hand on his gun. It's just Atlanta police on him, and it just worked. It just happened.
Yeah, and now it did.
It just framed up perfectly, and there was someone that, like on the back. If you look at it, there's a lady with those shorts, just like looking around, like what's going on. And
yeah, I was gonna say my favorite photo of yours that I think was the most iconic outside of that one was homeboy who passed away who had that fall photo, like he was like mid fall, like on a curve, like right up against the
his
curve.
His face was in the curve. I remember.
It was the craziest fall
that one
photo.
Was, he passed away on something else.
Separate from
like
BIKELIFE.
I took that picture Sunday, and I think
he passed through it. Yeah.
And I posted that photo like when I didn't know.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He just passed Tuesday. Let me tell you something about that photo.
Mm-hmm.
That photo, all right, I was at like 98,000 followers for like. Not that it matters, but like for like 6 months, I couldn't get over 98.
That hump, you was at a hump.
I wanted 100, damn it, you know. Like once you get that high, like I remember when I got 10K, I was like, what the fuck? I made it, you know.
I know what it's like.
Then I got 100. I wanted to get 100, so I was at 98, and you know, I posted that photo, and Meek Mill posted that photo, and he wrote, I want SIG to take my BIKELIFE photos. He put it on the story. I didn't know. People fucking called me and sent me screenshots off rip. I was in my garage changing the oil on my four-wheeler.
And he posted that.
He posted it off rip. He said, I want SIG to take my BIKELIFE photos. And I didn't know. I think Cliff called me. He's like, yo.
You got reposted.
Yeah, he's like, yo, Meek posted you. I was like, what are you talking about? No, he didn't. He's like, bro, check out Meek's story.
That's fire.
And then I knew something happened because I clicked my phone and it said 100, 100, 100. Like 100 likes, 100 followers, 100. Like, what the fuck? I refreshed it and it said like 89, 89, 100, 100, 100. Every time I refreshed it, like 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. Like over and over. And I clicked it and it went from like 98.2 to like 98.7.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? I went again, 99.1.
And it
just flew by 100.
Wow.
With that photo.
Look at that power, that repost from these celebrities.
I'm telling you.
Did you ever end up taking some photos for him?
Yeah, I did. I ran into Meek in Atlanta and Chino.
Really?
Yeah.
Dope.
Just a regular
BIKELIFE?
Yeah. Just a regular Wednesday night, bro. They just pulled, and Young Thug too.
Word.
It was cool, man. We rode all over the city and we went to like Buckhead, which we kind of hardly never do.
Right.
And we just stopped in the middle of traffic because Young Thug was in his fucking Rolls Royce. He jumped off the Rolls Royce and jumped on a bike and we just kept rolling.
He could ride? Young Thug could ride?
No, he rode with some girl, man. It was cool.
The girl was riding him?
Yeah, it was cool, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And you caught all of that?
Yeah, definitely.
That's some shit.
Yeah.
That's some shit. Not a lot of photographers
Yeah,
can
but
say
some stuff you can't post.
Nah, I get it.
I can't post some of the stuff that was going on that day. Because,
Right.
you know, that's for us.
Some of the stuff is
That's for us.
Confidential shit.
That's for us.
Right.
It's way bigger than IG.
Right.
So, you know, I could name you a bunch of people that would.
That you
know,
shot
if they were in my shoes, they would have.
Oh, they would have ran home to
shit.
post it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, that's how you get out of it. You know, that's how you get out of this world, man. That's why I've been relevant for so long. I've never done no.
Right.
Well, personally, I don't think I've ever done no sucker shit to anyone.
Right.
I know when and what to post. I know people that I'll post falls and shit like that, the bad shit once I know everything's okay. Mm-hmm. But I know people that like shit breaks off or someone falls or whatever, they run to their phone and post it just for likes and comments and just for that clout, whatever it is, you know. Mm-hmm. And I don't.
It's a little, it's a less is more approach. Like with this shit, it's like you don't got to do the most. I found myself in that same space. Like I got 30-something thousand photos I just seen the other day in my cloud, and it was like, man, I probably posted 0.5% of these shits, and it's like, yo, I really don't think the world needs to see a lot of things like that we capture. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think that the stuff you do post, Matt, it does the culture justice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I put in a lot of work.
Right.
I run it differently. Mm-hmm. Like on my IG,
you run your own IG. You do all your own marketing.
Yes,
you handle all of the aesthetics.
So like if you look at my IG, for the most part, sometimes I get out of control because I really like a photo and I'm like, fuck this, I want to post this now. But for the most part, like if you look at my page, you always look at the top 9, like the rows of threes, right?
Right.
So like this photo on the right. So if you look at your phone, the photo on your right is gonna be facing that way.
Yeah.
The one in the middle is gonna be facing towards you, and then the other picture is gonna be facing that way. And then on the next row, I gotta switch it up.
Okay.
So the next one is gotta be like facing that way. This one's gonna be facing that way. This is gonna be facing that way. They all gotta fucking blend in and like look different ways.
Nah, I get it.
So like,
that's fire.
If you have like 3, 3, 3, like the ones on the left side can't all be facing forward.
Right.
They all gotta be different.
Right. Nah, that's a good.
So
aesthetic.
sometimes I'm trying to like fucking post a photo and I'll post it and then I'll post it, and then it doesn't line up with the other one. Like, fuck.
Fuck up the symmetry. You gotta get rid of it.
And I just gotta keep up, find another one.
Aesthetics is important.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially in this world.
Definitely.
And so you as a photographer, you got an edge because you know how things supposed to look.
So a lot goes into posting it, you know?
Composition and all of that shit. When you're taking the photos and stuff matters.
Definitely. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, IG was made for photography. So it's like a photographer should have a clean IG.
You know, I try, but sometimes it's hard because I really like photos that are already lined up. So it's not all perfect, but I try to.
Going to back to the business side of things, I know photos and bike life don't really pay, right? So you started branding stickers first. Mm-hmm. I know you told me how that worked, and what made you told me about the mask. You said you needed a mask, and you was like, it gave you like, why the fuck I should make masks? And you made a mask.
Yeah, the whole mask concept merch shit pulled up. I was riding with Cliff and them on the east side of Atlanta, and we were getting ready to leave, and everybody was pulling the shirt, like Rock, my homie Rock, was putting up his shirt, like the collar of the shirt around his face, like when you do when you're little, when you want to be like a Ninja Turtle when you're little, you put it on your face and you tie a shirt. And I already had the stickers out going and shit, right? And I already had my logo, and then I asked him, just honestly, like, yo, why don't you guys, like, if you guys come here first, like, why don't y'all make masks?
Right.
And as soon as it went,
light bulb.
It went, bing. I was like, why don't I make some fucking masks? And I was like, you know what? Those are needed. I found something that was needed. We need masks.
Right.
Why not fucking do it?
Right.
So I started investigating. I did my homework and my research, and I made some.
That was smart.
And then, thank God everybody liked them and everybody wanted them, and I was like, I can make some fucking money.
Them shits is synonymous with bike life, man.
Yeah, now it is. Yeah, now it is, which is really cool. But we're talking about 2014, 15.
Right.
You know?
And it progressed to shirts. It progressed to plaque stickers,
the plaques,
3D printed stickers.
Let me tell you a story. Hold on. Leaky doesn't even know this. I don't think no one knows this. This is sorry. So I was going to go to New York. This is how the whole Real Bike Life Only shirt started. Okay. Now I haven't told anybody this. I don't even think I told Swints. I don't even think I've told my homies. But check this out. Maybe I have. I can't remember. But anyways, check it out. I was going to the infamous Banshee night. Friday night with Banshee Wheel Rideouts, which was amazing, right?
Yeah, that was a time.
I pull up, and my wife was already pissed off because I was making no money. I was getting arrested. I was breaking shit. I was getting hurt. Just the shit. The what you have to do, bro. I went to New York, and my wife said something that just really bing, another one of those things.
Another light bulb.
She's like, "Why don't you make it worth it? At least make it worth it." And then she walked away. And I was like, it's true. Why don't I, like, try to make something out of this? Make it work. Bro, I fucking sat down on my computer, opened Photoshop, and I looked for, I found a really cool font, and I just came up with a Real Bike Life design off rip, just me by myself. So, that was pretty cool. Because it was like, I had a couple days before, it was during the weekday. I was like, I'm going to make some fucking hoodies. It's going to be cold out there. And I just put Real Bike Life Only on the back of a hoodie and on the chest, right? But I only made 4 of them, 1 for me and 3. And it was one of those, like, I bought like Spirit Flight or something, so it was backpack only. I shoved my camera in there and 3 hoodies. I just shoved them in there, bro. I shoved them in there, and I went and we rode a Friday night, and I didn't even give them to nobody.
You didn't give them to nobody?
Like I didn't, like no one, like I just had them in my backpack.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hand them out. No one said nothing about it. No one knew about it. Saturday rolls around. I was with A-Butter. And then we went and met up with Leaky. And then I was wearing mine, and Leaky was like, yo, that shit fire. I was like, you want one? And he was like, hell yeah, I want one. He was like, oh, shit, here we go, Pulled it out of my backpack, gave it to him. I only printed 2 mediums and 1 small, because I wanted small ones and to fit in my backpack. Leaky threw one on. And Leaky he wears Bike Star shit. He don't wear nobody's shit.
Yeah, he's definitely like that.
He threw it on, and he put on a SIG mask. And guess what happened? Busy pulled up. He, Busy with the one leg, and he saw Leaky's hoodie. He's like, yo, that shit fire. Where'd you get that shit? Like, you want one? I got one. He said, hell yeah, I want one. I was like, what size are you? Medium. Got you. I gave him the medium one. And then we're like, well, let's fuck it, man. Everybody's asleep. Everybody's still tired from Friday because these motherfuckers ride till like 5 in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
So it was just it was busy and leaky. A Butter was with me, and we were riding around. Josh Speed, the leaky mechanic, was driving us around. And A Butter's, I think he had a BMW, that big one.
Yeah.
Which we fucked up. Anyways, we were riding, and A Butter was hanging out the window doing what he does, and he filmed it. And I was taking pictures of Leaky and Busy. And then we went down. I don't know where. Went to a KFC parking lot, and guess who was there? Chad 5 was there.
Brooklyn. Okay.
And he pulled up, and he's like, "Yo, what's up with them sweaters? This is dope." I was like, "I got one. What size are you?" He's like, "I'm small."
Everything worked out for you.
Everything lined up. I was like, I got you. He's like, yeah, let me get that shit. You know how Chad is, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, I'll put that shit on. And he threw it on, bro. And it was Chad. And nobody else was out with us. Just, I think Chad had another homie with him. But it was just them 4. And they were all wearing my Real Bike Life only hoodies that like I had just made a couple days before. So A Butter made a video. I came home. Like, the following week, A Butter took like a week to make the video, and he sent it to me. I was like, I'm gonna post this shit, bro. And then I just went on there, started, you know, my little tactics, like, yo, I got special edition hoodies, first time out. If you want them, I put them on my little, I think I was starting, it was, what's that, Big Cartel?
Yeah.
I was a Big Cartel, he made a big
quick
cartel.
site. Yeah.
A big cartel website, fucking corny as ever. But I put the hoodies on there, and I went to sleep. I was tired. I went to sleep, it was Friday. And like I didn't promote it. I just put it on there Friday night and then went to sleep. Horrible timing, everything. I just put it out there. I went to sleep. And then I woke up in the morning and I checked my phone. I was like, what the fuck? You know, I sold like 140 hoodies. Wow. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I need to stop this shit because I don't even have any of these made.
Wow.
I didn't know where to even get hoodies, like by that amount. I was like, stopped it, and I ran to my wife, like, look. He's like, I just sold 136 hoodies or some shit, whatever it was. And she was like, oh my God. I said, well, you need to start making them. I was like, yeah, I do. And it was kind of cold.
Get in the kitchen.
So I went into like the distributors I had, nobody had hoodies. They were all sold out because it was winter.
Right.
Like, holy shit, where am I going to get all these hoodies from?
Right.
So I just went everywhere, all over Georgia, even like to Tennessee to get hoodies. But it had to be like certain hoodies. Right. So they can all be the same. Right. Because some people bought a small one and an extra large. They gotta be the same. Right. So it took me like 2 weeks to get the hoodies. And then a whole another week to print them. And then like to bag them up and ship. It was almost like a month. It was a process. It was like a month. And then people were like, yo, where the fuck is my hoodie? You know? Right. Like, yo, it's been 4 weeks. I'm like, oh my God.
I know how it goes.
So all that shit piled up. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I didn't know how to print out labels for shipping.
That was a good problem.
I didn't know how much shipping cost. Right. I didn't even charge for shipping.
Trial and error. You did it all.
I didn't know.
You didn't even
charge. I didn't know. I was like, do I put the receipt in there? Like, what address should I put? Should I put my house address? Should I put
right?
I didn't know.
You didn't have a business address set up.
Nothing. I didn't have no email for like my company. Nothing.
So would you say that was like you? After that, you knew, like, this is.
Well, it was a good starting point.
This is a great.
I was like, oh my
sign.
Shit! I just made this.
Your wife said, "Make it work." Make it worth it.
She was like, well, she kind of opened her eyes. She's like, oh shit, that was pretty cool, you know.
But prior to that, when she was telling you to make it worth it,
yeah, she just told me. Like,
this was a sign for her that it's working.
Yeah, she told me in Spanish, que valga la pena, you know, like that fucking, it's gotta mean something. Fool. Right, what are you just out there bullshitting? Right. You know, get your shit together. Pretty much. And then I made a hoodie, went out there, and ran into the 3 of the illest in bike life. Right. A Butter filmed it. I put it out there. And you guys want to watch that video? It's called Real Bike Life Only Hoodie. Mm-hmm. And that shit is amazing.
So you filmed, when you made the hoodies, A Butter did your...
he did the video.
Video for it.
He did the video. I did the stills. I was taking pictures.
Okay.
So A Butter was in the passenger side filming, and I was hanging out the sunroof taking pictures because I didn't want to be in his way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
So...
And Leaky was wearing Vans.
Leaky wearing Vans. That's the first. Yeah. I never seen Leaky in Vans.
Yeah, he was Vans. It was a good one.
So I just got a few more questions for you before we wrap up. How old was you when you first started riding?
Riding?
Riding.
Like with a pack or just in general?
Riding.
Oh, I was...
First learned how to operate a clutch
I started late,
and
dog. I
gears.
started late. I was like in my 20s. Like mid, late 20s.
And was that learning on
In the
street or
in
in the
woods?
dirt?
In the woods.
So you learned the
Yeah, I come from dirt.
dirt.
I come from dirt for sure.
For sure. And that was four-wheeler or a dirt bike first?
Four-wheeler.
Four-wheeler first.
Four-wheeler.
Two-stroke or four-stroke?
Four.
Four. Would you prefer two or four?
Man, listen. When you have a two-stroke, let's talk four-wheelers. When you have a Banshee and it's hitting right, there's always gonna be something wrong with them bitches. But when a Banshee's hitting right and you got your machine running and you know where your fucking power band, you know where it's coming and it's hitting, there's nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Fuck
in
no.
the world.
Nothing.
Nah,
Well,
I agree.
It's you hold on that fucking power band, the smell.
They didn't build a bike that could mimic that feeling.
No. The whole fucking thing shaking.
Yeah, nah. The sound. It's the sound for me.
You hit that shit. You look, it's like throwing smoke.
Yeah.
It's like you're, I don't know. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
If you ever ridden a Banshee, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. All the Banshee riders out there know exactly what SIG talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
That feeling.
When you ride that shit, or you fucking going, there's nothing like it. But honestly, I'd rather choose a four-stroke. Oh shit.
You would rather rather a four-stroke over a two-stroke.
Four-stroke,
Is it because of the
maintenance and just...
If the Banshee was as durable as four-strokes, you would pick a Banshee
all day, bro. All day, I'd pick a two-stroke.
So we're in the same boat.
But yeah, I love two-strokes. I love riding it. I like how it feels. Everything's amazing. But I just like putting gas and going. You know, just put gas, change the spark plug in there, and fucking make sure your chain's good. Let's go. We're good. We're riding.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd pick
that's
four-stroke.
how I am. That's the reason. Just for usability.
Yeah. Oh, of course, all day.
But novelty purposes, I'm two-stroke all day.
I got an 06 Bumblebee in my garage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got an 06 Bumblebee in my garage.
Okay.
It's my garage trophy.
Yeah.
I just love
you don't
living.
ride it a lot.
I do.
Dirt.
No. What the fuck? No. I don't ride my Banshee in the dirt.
Why didn't you learn how to ride in the dirt?
So
even though you learn how to ride four-wheelers in the dirt, you don't fuck around in the dirt.
Oh, I fuck around with the dirt, yeah.
But not with your Banshee.
Not my Banshee. I got a YFZ 450 for that.
Even though the Banshee is made to be ridden in the dirt, you will not put it in the dirt.
No, I will not. It's too pretty, man. I just love it.
They got pressure washers and stuff.
Yeah, no. I got my YFZ for that.
Really?
Yeah, I got a YFZ 450. It's fucking tuned
What about
up.
sand? Would you take it to sand?
Yeah, I'll take it to sand.
You do sand.
I just don't want to get
that
like
muck.
I don't want to. I live in Georgia, so that red Georgia clay get on the frame and all the bolts and the suspension and nah, bro. On the
red Georgia clay
in the brake pads. You get all that shit in there.
I know exactly what you're saying. That stuff is
it'll eat it up.
Treacherous.
It's dirty, and you know the frame's silver. It'll get stained, and I don't want that shit.
Okay, so that's street. And the other one's for dirt.
Yeah, definitely.
So when you learn how to ride dad or your homies, cousins or like?
No, actually, my brother. My brother had a homie, Freddie.
How many siblings you got?
I have two sisters and a brother. I'm the youngest of four.
Oh, you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest of four.
So your oldest brother?
No, I have two sisters, my brother and me.
Okay, so your
two
brother...
Two girls and two boys, and I'm the youngest.
Okay. So your brother teaches you how to ride at what age? 20-something?
Yeah, like 25, 26, you know.
And you never got into motorcycles, never got into...
I mean, I've always I like pedal bikes, you know. We always were kids, bro. We grew up in the fucking 90s. Pedal bikes was, you know. But we didn't grow up having... like dirt bike money.
Shit.
We didn't have that shit, bro. No, we didn't have that shit. I come from Whittier, bro. I come from LA. We didn't have that shit.
Where you from?
I was born in
Los
LA.
Angeles?
Yeah, I was born in Los Angeles, USC Medical Hospital. But
really?
I was raised in Whittier.
Where's that at?
Like in Southeast LA.
Southeast LA.
Yes, sir.
And when did you move to Atlanta?
I moved to Atlanta in 2000.
At what age was that?
So I was 17?
Really?
Yeah.
How was that move for you?
It was fucking horrible.
You hated it?
Yeah, I lived in the same house my whole life.
So the move
I lived in the same house my whole life, and then out of the fucking blue, we moved to Georgia.
Out of the blue?
Out of the blue, bro. Like, we probably had like a month in advance.
Executive decision.
My dad was
Pack
like, we
your
out
shit.
this shit. You know, it wasn't the nice. We didn't grow up in the nicest neighborhood. You know, my sister.
Right.
My sister's was that crazy. My brother was into like gang banging and shit. He was stealing cars, going to jail at your early age. And my dad was like, we gotta get.
He said, "You gotta get the fuck out of Dodge."
You know, I have a cousin got shot. Like, you know, a couple cousins in jail. You know, it was bad. It's LA shit. You know.
So when y'all came to Atlanta, would you say it was a better move?
Man,
overall?
you know what?
In hindsight, your dad.
Shout out to my dad.
Shout out to OG, man.
Shout out to my dad, man.
That was a good move.
The best move he had in my life.
So you don't miss LA?
I miss LA, but
not.
But Georgia's my home now.
Right.
I've been there for longer than half my life. I love that shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we still got family in LA. I got the best of both worlds.
You got the best of both worlds.
Check out this. I grew up in Cali in the 90s with Death Row, Tupac.
Oh my God.
That shit was banging. And
Yeah, it was crazy.
Coming up. I was 16. Listening to that shit like I thought that was it.
Right.
And then I moved to Atlanta.
Right.
And then like all the Atlanta shit fucking blew up.
Right.
So I've been in both sides when shit was blowing up.
Oh, so you just been around litness your entire fucking life.
And I'm Mexican, we party, you know?
Oh my God, and y'all party till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, no one parties like Mexicans. No one. I don't give a fuck what you said. No
3
one.
days straight, motherfuckers a party.
No one parties like us, bro.
Yo,
no one.
I've been.
So we party and we got big families and we stick together.
Right.
We stick together.
So y'all into lowriders and bike life.
Yeah.
Tight knit.
And drinking.
And drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're from Cali.
Wow. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are y'all more Atlanta culture or LA culture?
LA,
would you
bro.
say?
We're still
you kept your LA
if you
culture.
hang out with my family, you can tell we're from LA.
Okay.
You can tell we're from LA.
Okay.
Definitely.
Last, I got a last two questions. What's your favorite city to ride in?
Oh my God.
And when I say riding, I mean ride and film, ride and shoot.
I have two.
Okay, let me hear the two.
I have two. Well, of course Atlanta, but I can't say my home.
Right.
I have two, bro. New York, as a photographer. There's no fucking place like New York.
Shout out to the city.
Shout out to New York. Shout out to the people.
Yeah.
People are psych. There's cycles out there.
Yeah.
There's cycles, bro. New York should be its own little country.
Yeah.
They're fucking nuts.
It's nuts.
And I love it.
Yeah.
The food's
I love it too, but I gotta go.
The food is amazing.
Yeah.
The
like
food
it?
trucks that my Banshee Will and Kilo take me to. I don't know what the fuck they
In
put
the
in that
city
food.
in Manhattan?
Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah, the food trucks.
The food trucks are
I don't eat none of that shit no more, but I used to love it.
Nah, Banshee Will knows where to take me. Like, that's my dog. He fucking, yeah.
He looked like he eat good.
Bro, that motherfucker, that's my dog right there, bro.
That's a real solid bike life motherfucker right there.
That's my dog, bro. He looks out for me like no one.
Absolutely.
Him and Kilo, bro. If I go to New York, I hit those two up.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. The first two I hit up.
Yeah.
Kilo picked me up. But man, riding with Kilo, that's a whole different thing, bro.
Yeah.
That is a fucking psycho.
Kilo,
I love that dude, man.
Kilo lived life like a movie.
But I'll tell you what, though, man. Everything that Kilo has ever told me he was gonna do, he's done it. Mm-hmm. Everything. Mm-hmm. He looks out for me. He talks shit. He talks shit like no one I've ever met. Mm-hmm. He's funny though. But you know what? He'll talk shit to me. But like at the end of the day, like he got my back.
Yeah, he does.
That's my dog. On and off bikes, that's a good ass dude, and he's fucking about it. Whatever he says he's gonna do, he'll fucking do it. It don't matter if it's 3 a.m. He's fucking gonna do it.
Nah, I agree with you.
He's 100%. He's good in my book.
Yeah, good in mine too.
Same thing with Banshee Will.
Yeah. Both of them, solid
them
dudes.
two are my dogs.
Would you say my next question?
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
New York.
Remember
I told you two.
Yeah, two.
And fucking Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
I
rode in Puerto Rico before with them.
Man, Puerto Rico. Oh, those guys, man. The vibes out there. They show me so much love, bro.
Riding in paradise.
It's like, I say Puerto Rico is Wakanda for Spanish people.
Yeah. It gotta
be. It's not real, bro.
Yo,
it's amazing.
Listen, that's the only place I've been to where I could say that bike life it runs through everybody.
Yeah.
Like it seems like
everybody's
cool with it.
Amazing, bro.
Everybody loves it.
Puerto Rico is on the whole.
And the blocks is just the best.
Like my homie Willie Ador that looked out for me.
Yeah.
My homie Alexis rode me around Tasmania rode me around. Those 3 dudes made it really happen for me.
Yeah.
You got my homie Odie out there and his girl. Katia.
Yeah, that's
Odie, but that's my dog Odie on the 125 is amazing.
He's a dog.
You got Lewy out there.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, the list goes on.
And the talent is crazy.
Unbelievable.
Out there. You can't even it's hard to choose.
I've met 2 dudes. I can't remember his name. Jean, Jean, on a 4-wheeler. He's on TRX. Unbelievable. What this guy was doing was, I don't know what I never heard of him. I never seen him. And then when I saw him, he blew my mind,
Right,
bro.
gotta follow. Well, who's this guy? Follow
It's
him.
John. Yeah, we're gonna put it's right here.
Yeah, we gonna put
right
it.
here.
Yeah.
Right here. You see it? Right. You're welcome. That dude right there, and Darwin La Presión.
I'm not familiar with him. Let's.
Those two. Jesus.
They dogs? Both of them on dirt bikes?
No, one's
on TRX.
They fuck both up. They fuck both up.
Any bike game.
Jean is on the 4-wheeler TRX 150. And he stood on the handlebars and he switches lanes. Like, bro,
on the handlebars?
On the handlebars, bro. And while it's raining, and on a bridge, and he goes through the toll booths, like he fucking switches lanes on standing on the handlebars.
Both feet.
Yes, both feet.
Oh, yeah,
no handbrake.
Oh, yeah, he a dog.
I've never seen no one do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Amazing.
that. I haven't seen that.
You know what? Here's the story. We were on the fucking freeway. Yellow was out there. He was like a car length in front of me, and this fool John was in front of us, and he was up there, and he was like switching while he was on the fucking handlebars. And Yellow looked at me, and we're like, we weren't even taking pictures. We were just like, what the fuck, like that, dude.
That was that crazy.
Amazing. And then Darwin La Presión. Oh my god, this guy on a dirt bike. Fuck, dude.
Insane.
It's like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Like, there's people that ride. There's really good people. There's people that ride. Good people that ride. And then there's hitters. And then there's another world. And then there's like the leakies.
Right.
They up there.
Right.
They up there, but no one, like, not talking shit, but like not too many people know them.
Right.
But if you run into them.
It's a few of those now.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Unknown.
A lot of them. Hitters. Definitely, yeah. But those two dudes, I was really surprised. And then everybody else I mentioned before, just fucking out of this fucking world.
Let me ask you this now. Out of Atlanta, who's your favorite?
Oh, my God.
Dirt bike and four-wheeler. Fruit.
Fruit is
wildest in Atlanta. That's my favorite out of Atlanta.
Fruit is just as a rider, he's fucking.
He's in my top 5.
He's insane, bro.
He's in my top 5.
It's so cool because I saw him come up. You know, he was riding beat up little fucking RM85, just no back fender, just fucking out there.
Took a bad spill, came back.
Big ass ugly helmet, like young.
I remember he was wearing the DOTs.
Yeah, the ugly ass helmets.
He took a spill, came back.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck.
Came back.
I don't know what the fuck.
They might have cloned him. I don't know. He's different. It might be a different fruit. Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck he talking to. Maybe he met God and God gave him cheat codes. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he came back and
acting different.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, acting different. Yeah. Fruit's definitely top dog out there.
Yeah,
he's definitely top dog.
On everything, bro.
Yeah. And he gets on 4-wheelers and get crazy too.
Man. He says 4-wheelers too boring.
Too boring. Too easy.
Too easy.
Yeah, the danger factor is not
bro,
up there.
I was riding with him and he'll like, just drop back a match and he'll look at me and be like, and he's left-handed, so he goes like this, all fucking weird.
Yeah.
He's like, this shit boring. This shit boring with the black and mild. Yeah. This shit boring. I was like, fuck you, man. I can't know.
Facts.
I don't know how he does it. It's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, but Fruit's out of this fucking world, man.
He is.
He's out of this world. Okay. Amazing.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely.
What's next for the SIG empire outside of photography? Because I already know you never putting a Canon down.
No, I can't. Man, you know what? It's tough, man. I definitely want to keep up the SIG brand, the real Bike Life Only brand, the RBLO going. I feel like I'm still learning.
Real Bike Life Only.
That's my LLC right there.
Yeah, that's it.
No, you know, I feel like I still have a lot to learn.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize that I'm doing like 98% of this by myself, you know?
Right.
My family helps me out. I have homies that help me out. I need to do better. I always feel like I'm not doing good enough.
Right.
Like when my merch drops, like even though people like, and I really appreciate everything, I should goes to my soul, and I love it, but I just feel like I need to do better.
Right.
I need to really focus and buckle down really on that, the packaging, shipping. Like,
right, I understand.
Like, you know, I feel like I'm
polish your game,
yeah,
sharpen
I need
your
to polish
blade.
it more. Like, I don't feel I'm there 100%. And trust me, people, if you ever bought something from me, I really appreciate it, but we're going to try to make it bigger and better. We're out here trying to learn. This is still new to me, and it's
a growing culture, and we growing with it.
Yes, and I'm growing with y'all.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, I just want to buckle down, do better, bigger and better.
Dope.
However I can. I'm constantly learning.
Nice.
And trying to figure shit out, you know?
Okay.
I'm out here trying to do this, man. And
nice.
It's not easy.
When's the next ride out for you?
I don't want to say no dates, but Puerto Rico definitely.
Puerto Rico.
And
You ain't got to say no dates, but we just got to because we
Puerto
gonna
Rico,
know.
Puerto Rico,
So Puerto Rico's
Puerto
the
Rico
next.
definitely. I got Denver.
And then Denver.
Denver.
Is a bike culture in Denver?
I heard something about Denver.
I heard it too.
I just heard. I don't know.
I don't know who I heard it from.
I don't know who
did hear that
told me
they
or
active.
what, but I heard something about
Okay.
Denver, but I don't know. I just heard. I don't even
Okay.
know if it's real. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta go see if it's
I don't know.
real.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll
All
see
right.
what happens.
So
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is that still in winter or is that summer?
No, that's
Spring.
like before summer.
Before summer. Okay, cool. Just wanted to get the season right.
Yeah, before summer.
So we get some.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So the SIG brand is last question. SIG, the logo. I just want to get what does SIG mean? Like what is?
I'm gonna drop it on you.
Yeah, drop it on me. What's?
All right, SIG is.
I know you ain't talking to. You know what I'm saying?
My last name is Sigala.
Sigala.
Yeah, it's the first 3 letters of my last name.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Last name. You shake your hand, man. You
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah,
So
SIG is my
Sigala, you
Sigala.
took your first 3 letters and you decided to make that into a brand. Listen, you thought you was already called SIG, or was it?
Yes. So when I used to play baseball, my last name is Sigala.
Oh, you play baseball?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I grew up playing baseball. Sigala, and I would like play with a couple white dudes, and they'd be like, "Come on, Sigala, let's go, Sigala, and they always fucked it up.
And then they just
And then
shortened it.
and then they just shorten it up. You know, you get nicknames. You go in there like, "Come on, Sig, let's go, Sig," and just took off, and it just worked. Came up with a logo, popped it in there, and
That was it.
ran with it. But and nowadays it don't even mean me. It means all of us. You know?
Word.
It represents us.
Yeah,
you know?
the first 3 letters of your last name
But it
literally
represents
is like
everybody
the
doing
culture.
this shit. Yeah.
Nah, for real.
If anybody want to come up with it, like what would it mean? Like anything that SIG can stand for, and it's dope, then that's what it stands for
Right.
too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Come up with something, man. Just
Come up with something. We'll slap it on a
Slap
shirt.
it on
and
a shirt. You might
get
be
20%.
Yeah, you might be the next designer for the SIG drop.
You can. Yeah,
That's
man,
fire.
definitely.
And
yeah.
he's not capping. I believe him.
No, yeah, of
Come up
course.
with some fly shit.
Of
SIG.
course, there's enough for everybody.
Thanks for pulling up, bro. I really feel like this episode is gonna be, legendary. Not just because you're SIG and I'm Meech Bespoke, but because I've never seen you in this, space speaking about.
This is my first Bike Life podcast in English.
Oh yeah, you did
I just did one yesterday in Spanish, all Spanish.
Oh, it's in Spanish.
Yeah,
That's different.
all in Spanish, exactly.
What's that podcast called?
It's my homie Vasquez and he's from Orlando.
Okay.
Up and coming YouTuber, podcaster.
Dope.
Really good dude. We jumped on a phone call and I really liked his vibe. He's hungry.
Right.
He's excited about it and he's really about it. And yeah, he hit me up and we talked about it. Got
Dope.
along with him, and I was like, you know what? If I can help him out in any way, grow his platform, and
Dope.
if I can help him with 100 views or 1,000
Right.
or 100,000, I don't know. Whatever happens. But
Right.
if I can help him get to the next level or whatever it may be, then let's do it, man. Why not?
That's love.
Yeah,
That's love.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man.
All in Spanish.
All in Spanish.
His
so,
YouTube's right here.
so we gonna wrap this up, man, and I hope to see you in Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Yeah, whenever it is,
Yeah,
and
definne's. Shout
keep
out
it
to all
going.
my dudes in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to the whole
Un saludo a
PR.
todos los puertorriqueños y de corazón, todos los de allá que me han soportado. Muchas gracias y nos vamos a ver.
See.
Thanks,
Yo,
bro.
appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you.
This
Boom.
is gonna be dope. Bike Life Business,
And more
Ever-
coming soon.
episode 001.
Bam.
Bow.